So I normally come here to use the internet because the poll is faster. I've been making videos for days now, saying it's very hard for me to upload videos and charge my phone. There's like they're vandalizing the the Wi-Fi kiosk, the quality, the link server. They're vandalizing everything I use, trying to suppress me as a human rights activist. My friend Eric Garner was killed. So they're vandalizing the Wi-Fi I use and preventing me from uploading videos. Sometimes I could wait like 10 hours and the videos wouldn't upload. So I'm a human rights activist. My friend Eric Garner was killed and they're vandalizing the Wi-Fi. Even though Google is not letting me upload video to the Google Drive for the past 3 months now. It's been telling me payment decline, payment decline. Anytime I go buy a prepaid card like Visa or American Express or MasterCard, it will tell me payment decline. They said the FBI is behind that. It's telling the social media to block human rights activists that for the sake of security in America, which is a lie. They said the FBI also was involved in killing Malcolm X, allegedly Martin Luther King, and the family got money, but they could only get $100 for killing Martin Luther King because they filed late. They got information late. They killed them and kept it a secret. So the NYPD took my home on Staten Island and sexually attacked me. Me and my mother, they took our home, our basement apartment. So I filed a lawsuit against the NYPD, and regardless of what's happening with the court papers, and they went and choked him dead. The NYPD. So as I was coming here from Manhattan, I was reading this paper because they always harass me in the train station. I was reading this paper, the AM New York, and they said the head of the MTA is leaving, and it's going to be leaving. It's going to start a new job on September 9th. September 9, 2010 is when they removed me and my mother from my home on Staten Island, and Garner was trying to help us with the court papers. After that, they choked him dead in 2014. So I wonder why it's going to start a new job on September 9th. Because they always harass me in the MTA. As a matter of fact, they threatened me, the workers threatened me that I used to record their workers abusing me, denying messages to the bathroom, leaving the bathroom dirty, the janitors. And one of the workers in Brooklyn here told me, as I was recording them, she was like a lesbian, a black American lesbian butch, at the Franklin train station on the 4 line in Brooklyn. They used to keep that bathroom dirty, and it used to be like soiled with feces, or like when you flush, all the dirty sewage water would come out of the toilet. The toilet was leaky, so I used to record the dirty toilet and stuff. And sometimes they would harass me when I'm trying to use the bathroom. So I was recording her one day in 2019, close to 2019, and she told me, we're going to get that camera from you, and all your videos and everything is going to be stolen. And soon after that, they created the top 50 program that said homeless immigrants have to put in psych ward. So on July 20, 2019, I was trying to use another bathroom at the Prospect Park station, and they used to bring a thug to harass me in the bathroom. And it was a hot day, and this thug left the hot water running, left the heat hand dryer running for so long, and it was so hot in the bathroom. So I told the person to stop, turning the hand dryer on and the hot water on at the same time. And the person told me that they're washing their belongings and they're going to leave it on for so long. So I told them, the whole bathroom was steaming. So this person would just follow me to the bathroom and try to just banish me. So I recorded that person at the sink, and I said I was going to upload the video later on that day, that, because somebody had just died in the Bronx of the heat exhaustion. So anytime I read the newspaper like that, it's like they have me under FBI surveillance. I was put in immigration prison, and there's been report that they're militarizing their law enforcement against the civilians here in America. Even Snowden, a former CIA agent, fled America to go to Russia. He said they're militarizing their FBI and their CIA against civilians in America. They watch everything you do, online, tap your phone. And someone like me, I was arrested by the immigration in 2000 when my mother brought me to the country. I was 19 years old, my mother had a green card, and they said children can come with their parents into America, and they put me in walking out the detention facility in Queens for immigrant, and they took my fingerprint and sent to the FBI. So for the past since 2000, I've been under FBI watch, and when I try to come and upload video, it's like the undercover FBI agents will block me, you know, because I always try to use the Wi-Fi pole that like this is a 5G Wi-Fi and it's a little faster than the other link server Wi-Fi, because all the other ones my videos won't upload. I could wait for like 10 hours. I would upload to YouTube, so my phone wouldn't charge. So now they said the MTA president is leaving and it's going to start a new job September 9. you know, and and that September 9 was when they removed me from my home on Staten Island. And also, he is white. His name is Richard. They call him Rich. I sued the NYPD for a lot of money also, and they wasn't killed someone that was helping the copy first. He's white. They said they're going to replace him with a black guy. And since July 2019, when they brought the top 50 program, the NYPD put a nail on my neck and it was choking me dead after I was threatened by the MTA worker that I'm done that day. They were harassing me that day, July 2019, in the bathroom in Park Park. Somebody turned the hot water on and turned the heater on for so long, and there was no window. As I was trying to use the bathroom, I was feeling, it was so hot I couldn't breathe. So I recorded the process. I'm going to upload the video online because I think they're trying to get the police to hurt me. I usually call 911 in the bathroom, but I was afraid because an African was throwing water at the police some days in Harlem. So I was afraid they would try to retaliate based on that. So as I left the bathroom, I took the train, the R train, the Q train to DCAP, then I took the R train from DCAP to Gay Street. Then an MTA worker came and approached me, was wearing this orange uniform, and they said, "You're done today." So I turned my phone back on. I said, an MTA worker just said, "I'm done today." By 9:10 on July 20, 2019, I was at Bear Beach and 4th Avenue. I used to get trained in that area, and the guy came and was rubbing his hand on me in a sexual harassing manner, and a police camera was recording, the NYPD camera. So I told the person to stop it, and the person left. And then the NYPD came and knocked me down on the ground. I said somebody said I was fighting. I said, yeah, somebody was touching me in a sexual harassing way. I need you to help me for the report. Before I could finish speaking, they knocked me down and began putting their nail on my neck. Was trying to choke me dead. And bystanders came and and that's told them to get up on top of me. And that's when they went and dumped me in the psych ward. So now then, this Governor Oko said she wants them to continue doing that, keep pushing homeless in the psych ward. My mother's daughters, Belani and Flora, wrongfully caught my mother put in psych ward in May 2015 and got her killed. My mother said they were into insurance fraud. They were born in America, Belani and Flora. So they wanted to kill my mother to get insurance money. And also, they thought the NYPD was going to... I saw the lawsuit that when the NYPD came to remove us from my home on September 9, you can see here, September 9, that's the day this guy is going to get a new job in Boston. On September 9, 2010, I put in the lawsuit papers that my mother began having symptoms of a heart attack because she has high blood pressure and heart disease. But the way the police scared her. So my mother said our daughters were trying to kill her. They would drive out on the back of the car and go hit the wall of another person's house. That's Flora. She would do that. And also, and the ambulance would come to the accident scene. And also Flora's husband, who works for the U.S. military, is a hockey-built black American male. They were trying to punch my mother. Each time they would call 911, the police would arrest them, say, threatening to punch somebody. It's a nothing burger. And since he didn't actually do it, it was just menacing my mother, trying to punch her. But my mother felt like he was trying to kill her with a heart attack. Because, I make it look like the NYPD, victim my mother deteriorated her heart disease. Because my mother filed court papers as soon as the NYPD removed us from her home. Filed papers at the Brooklyn Federal Court here that she was trying to go to Israel to get a heart surgery done for heart disease. But the NYPD removing us from her home and locking us out. She couldn't get an American passport out. So she asked the Brooklyn Federal Court to intervene so she can get access back to her house. But she never was able to get, and she was spending money renting hotels. So all the money she saved to go to Israel, she had to spend it renting hotels and stuff. She told the Brooklyn Federal Court that. So she never got the heart surgery done. So her daughters were trying to kill her before she got the heart surgery done. make her panic and die because the doctor said any form of panic will kill her. So I believe that Doris Bolani Florida, that was what they were trying to do. So they can now sue the NYPD for inheritance money that they prevented my mother from getting surgery, and that's what killed her. So my mother's address are part of the gang, especially Bolali. You know, so since then, they've killed every guy that was trying to help me with the court papers and for my case on September 9, and they put me in the cycle, put a needle on my neck. So now they said they're bringing a black guy to replace the white guy, and now the governor Oku said she wants homeless to continue to be put in the cycle, which is against the law. There's a blocking federal court ordered them to stop arresting people of color excessively, but so I believe they may be planning to fatally harm me, and because I've made so much reports about the MTA, and they want the new guard, the new head to be black, so it wouldn't look like a racial thing. And also, when I used to go online to watch a Nigerian church in 2014, the MTA blocked my internet service, so I couldn't watch the Nigerian church. Then soon after that, they said the Nigerian church I normally watch online, that the MTA blocked me, so I can't watch the synagogue church. Some South Africans were worshiping that church, and they said the US plane went and bombed that church. During 2014, even the pastor of that church, Pastor Joshua, was saying he saw a US plane through his surveillance camera. The plane was going around his church, and the surveillance camera recorded the plane, and the plane blew the church. And the Russian military said they saw a US plane. They were flying from a air base like Europe, Germany somewhere, and the Russian plane was monitoring because that plane is a US bomber plane. They thought it was headed for Russia because America and Russia was as far. So they said that their own plane was following in, and they started going to Nigeria. So they were shocked, like, why is a US bomber plane going to Nigeria in 2014? Like, what's going on? But they squatted it to Nigeria. They said they have it on record. The Russians said that. So they had the US plane on record. So as soon as I saw the NYPD, I believe, got the US military to go and attack my church in Nigeria, blew it in pieces. Many white South Africans died. Then the pastor of that church synagogue is now dead, but he has it on video on YouTube. And YouTube started blocking his church from, they said it was also his child molester, allegedly, so that's why, they said he wasn't welcome on YouTube anymore, but he put that video on YouTube, but it's now dead, so, and on 2014, they killed my friend Garner also. So since this MTA is aware that my testimony, they put New York in trouble, so this governor Oku said she wants homeless to continue to be put in cycle. And what they normally do, sometimes when they put you in cycle, they inject you with ketamine, which is a drug that will give you a heart attack and kill you. That drug, ketamine, killed a Canadian actor, Matthew Perry. He's a Hollywood star. He used to star in Friends, a sitcom here in New York. And they say he died of overdose of ketamine in his Los Angeles apartment, Los Angeles house, mansion. And they're still looking for the person that gave him that drug to arrest. And a black American also, Elijah McClain, the police was trying to arrest him, claiming it was crazy, but it wasn't crazy. And they injected him they called the paramedic to inject him with ketamine. He died. He had a heart attack on the spot, and the police further choked him dead. I used to talk about him all the time, like I want justice for him, because the police choked him also like they choked him in New York. They both choked us in 2019. The only thing was I survived, and he died instantly because they also injected him with ketamine. So now this governor Oku, since I was talking about it, and I was contacting our office for human rights, New York State Department of Human Rights, on video on Twitter, said they should help me. I don't want to be killed with the ketamine. This governor Oku has now said she wants the people to be homeless to be moved into cycle. So it's like she's setting the stage for me to be harmed because they said dead men don't speak. I'm a transsexual, so it's like they want to kill me because they believe, the evidence I have against them, because if anything's happened to me, they should. I used to have a phone. They already stole that phone in my storage, but I used to have a phone. It was shown in 2014. The MTA blocked that phone from accessing the internet. I used to watch Nigerian church. As they were spying on me, and they said soon after that, an American military plane left the Germany base to head to Africa, and the Russians were following that plane because they thought that plane was going to come and bomb Russia. And so they escorted it to Nigeria. And they said he went to Nigeria. So the Russians were surprised. Why is the US military plane going to Nigeria? They're fighting Nigeria or what? And soon after that, the Pastor Joshua is now dead. Said he saw a plane circling his church, and all of a sudden his church was bombed. Many white South Africans died, and they don't know why. So I'm the missing link to the terror perpetrated. I believe the NYPD influenced the U.S. military to go and blow up the Nigerian church just to get at me. And my friend Garner, they choked him there. They were laughing. I met with Garner on Victor Boulevard and Bay Street in 2014. Said it was going to help me. Some weeks later, the NYPD choked him dead at Victor Boulevard and Bay Street. And said it was last time they were choking. And they didn't let me testify in court. So I guess they want to silence me because they don't want New York State and the U.S. government to pay money to South Africa and maybe to a Ghana family. So that's why this Governor Oko said she wants more homeless to put aside for again and again. So they're going to continue doing it because they said, the police encounter with blacks always end up fatal. So this Governor Oko and even Jumani Williams, the public advocate of New York City, said he has information that a high-ranking state official and even a high-ranking New York City official, they are both inciting hate attacks against homeless foreign on the street. And I've been receiving a hate attack. Anytime I try to go somewhere, somebody will block me. Even yesterday, I was trying to use the bathroom. Somebody came there and said they wanted to share in the bathroom toilet roll with me. Just to menace me. I'm like, no. And I believe they may be trying to kill me in a psych ward and even take my sperm and give it to an American woman to raise a child. Because under U.S. law, they said every Garner, when he died, his wife was pregnant of his baby, and the baby came into the world after he died. So under that circumstance, the baby would inherit, and the American woman and the baby would inherit the estate. Because my mother was killed by her daughters in America, and my father is already dead. My father was abusive to me. But, I'm not saving in the country. My mother said she was trying to get her family in England to give her money to help me and her, but they never helped us. So my mother said her family in England or anywhere else, I shouldn't contact them because they're not going to help me. So I'm not safe. So in case they're trying to hurt me and say I should go to England or anywhere else, I'm not safe in any country because America has allies in NATO, which is England and Canada and all these some other NATO members. So I'm not safe in those countries either because I could be easily assassinated in the hospital over there, and the police could cover it up also. I'm a U.S. foreign resident, and U.S. is my home now, and U.S. is the crime scene where my mother was killed. And my mother was a U.S. military guy who married our daughter Flora. His name is Allende. He said he was acting aggressive towards my mother. And they planned with the daughters to get my mother killed. The film maintenance of my mother, as was in Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan, getting treated. They told the hospital to move her from the hospital, from ICU to cycle, just to make my mother panic. And they finally achieved their aim. My mother panicked and died. As they said, as they was trying to force my mother into the cycle, she collapsed. She was trying to get back up, and they put a white sheet all over her head and declare her dead prematurely. So the hospital, somebody told them to help the daughters kill my mother. So it's been assassination upon assassination. They said the FBI and the CIA used to kill all these black American activists like Martin Luther King. The Martin Luther King got money, family got money that the FBI purposely killed Martin Luther King. So now they're talking in code that the white guy's gonna leave. His name is Richard. They hired him 2 years ago, and they locked up all the battles against me since 2020 also. And the guy took me to his house so I could come use the bathroom in his house, and he began proposing marriage to me immediately. I was like, no, sir, no, I don't want to get married to you. I don't even know you. Then 6 days later, he was punching and kicking me out of his house. Even though in 2020 back then there was a order from the Governor Cuomo, that nobody can evict anybody because of COVID. There was an eviction freeze. And my face was bloodied up, blood was pouring out of my head. I called 911 that a guy is trying to evict me from an apartment wrongfully. And the police came and they told me, we're not going to help you. We're going to join with this guy to kick you out. And the person, grab your stuff and leave right now, with the blood gushing from my head. And the camera was, so they're telling the police to harm me like I'm the enemy number one of America because I'm trying to get justice for Garner. So blood was gushing from my head as they kicked me out on the street. So they're treating me like an animal, and they're making fun of dates that is significant to me, like September 9th. That is when, they ambushed me and my mother in our home on Staten Island and took her home. And then NYPD commissioner, as soon as my mother went on WB11 News in 2010 to say that the NYPD is terrorists, they're terrorizing blacks and foreigners and threw us out of our home on Staten Island. My mother went on WB11 News in 2010 to say that at the 10 o'clock news. Soon after that, a former NYPD commissioner, Bernard Carrick, told the media that some people are losers and live in basement apartment with a loser child. And soon after that, my mother was getting followed, I was getting followed, Erugana was getting followed. And Erugana got killed, my mother got killed. And as soon as my mother got killed, I sued the New York City Bellevue Hospital. Then this guy, Barack Carrick, they said he was friends with Trump and got Trump to run for office in 2006. They said Trump wasn't planning to run for office. And then Trump put immigration agents all over the courthouses. They should be arresting immigrants that show up, even people that have a green card like me. So I couldn't show up in court anymore because my mother was already dead. So, and they said Trump dropped the Garner's case for federal charge for bail file, and the court Africans shoot our country. I said this black immigrant to come out and shoot our country. So my life has been terror, 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 and this Biden administration is not even helping me. So the terror continues. My mother contacted the Justice Department in 2010, and they declined the case. Even the Garner's case, they declined it after they killed Garner. So I believe they're trying to protect the military because they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay money to the white South Africans that died in the Nigerian church I used to go to, synagogue, which got bombed in 2014. So they believe I'm the only witness that would join the case together. So the Nigerian church got bombed in 2014, and Rugana got killed. That's the Nigerian church I used to go to. And a Russian spy plane said they saw the American plane go to Nigeria at that time, go bomb that church. So there's no way everybody's lying. The pastor Joshua is now dead. They put it on YouTube. The plane coming to bomb the church. His camera picked it up. And the YouTube quickly removed him from YouTube. And now that he's dead. So that video is, I think, is off YouTube forever. But the church in Nigeria synagogue will have extra copies of that video. So in case I'm killed, please continue to fight for justice. And my body should be cremated in case I'm killed. I don't want to have children. So my body part shouldn't be used to create children. Even though I put in my driver's license, my New York State ID rather, that my body part should be... my organs should be donated for medical research, but I'm rescinding that under the right of sepulchre. You can override or rescind your decision. So I no longer want my body part to be for medical research. In case I'm killed, I should be cremated right away. And I don't have any child, but I believe they may be trying to rape me because there was a Florida woman that was put in a coma, was put in a Florida nursing home, and the male nurse was raping her, and she became pregnant while in coma, and her stomach got bigger, and the baby came out of her genitalia, and the nursing home claimed they didn't know nothing, and they tested the baby was the DNA of the male nurse taking care of her, so the male nurse has now been arrested. So I believe they'll be trying to put me in a psych ward, sedate me, and rape me, and use that semen to impregnate an American woman. Now they could use another woman because I mentioned American woman. They've already arrested me and put me in every medication in 2019 and failed mental illness on me. I don't have any mental illness. I have other videos saying, I was misdiagnosed in the past, but because I went to a doctor here on Staten Island. On Staten Island, rather, was like a Russian doctor or Eastern European doctor, because I had a head injury as a child, and I went to this doctor because I started having strabismus, eye crossing, and she told me eye crossing is a sign of mental illness. I told her I wanted to go to MRI scan, and she told me she's not going to order MRI scan. That eye crossing under American Psychiatric Association rules, eye crossing is a sign of mental illness. I was like, this is incredible. So she diagnosed me with delusional disorder and prescribed drugs for me. But that misdiagnosis was overturned when I went to another hospital, which is the SUNY State of University of New York School of Ophthalmology of 42nd Street, Manhattan, and I met with a neuro-ophthalmologist, and he mentally tested me for any sign of mental illness, and he said I was mentally okay. But he said my eye muscle was weak, causing me to have eye crossing problems. So he diagnosed me with intermittent strabismus and told me to be doing eye exercises. I said I should be coming to the hospital for eye exercises. I said if the eye exercises don't help my muscles strengthen up, that he's going to do surgery. So it shows my eye crossing. It's not mental illness. It's just weak eye muscles. I said it happens. But sometimes as you get older, your eye will start crossing. So I put that diagnosis in my Brooklyn federal court papers I filed in 2013. So that's where you get that doctor's diagnosis from, that I'm mentally okay. So please, please continue to fight justice for me. The South African embassy, please take up this matter because your citizens were killed in Nigeria and there's evidence. And I'm the missing link to the puzzle. As a foreigner, they silence me forever. And they're trying to make me look like I'm crazy and overdose me with ketamine. So this governor, there's something going on. She's not. She doesn't want New York State to pay money or New York City to pay money because that terror plan was hatched in New York. Because the MTA started blocking me from using the internet to watch the Nigerian church. They were just trying to menace me, make me sad. Because I was always on the street and I used to watch that Nigerian church synagogue and I pray with them on YouTube. So they blocked me from the MTA internet. And soon after that, Uganda was trying to help me also in 2014. They choked him dead. So this is just misuse of military power, and they need to be held accountable by international law. They can't hide under the color of law that, and they're able to avoid prosecution just because it was white South Africans that died in the Nigerian church. He said the U.S. military plane was the one that blew up the Nigerian church I used to go to synagogue church. So, so they're trying to kill me. They said dead men don't talk, and no pick, no case. So they're hiring Black American gangs to punch me in my head. I was punched in the head by some Black American gangs, and I think they're having my mother said her daughter, Bolani, was part of a gang also. So they want to confuse everything so to look like if I get killed, they don't know who did it. But no, a conspiracy can be established by showing who has interest in getting me killed. Also, when they killed my mother, I had 2 green cards issued to me in 2008. Immigration mistakenly sent me 2 green cards. My mother kept one, I kept one. So when they killed my mother in 2015, our daughters, Bolani and Flora, took all my mother's property, stole it, including my green card. Then in 2019, the police arrested me after I was being threatened in the MTA station, and they stole my green card also. So now I don't have any green card to be able to apply for government assistance. In case I'm killed or whatever, I would have been able to escape this if I had a green card to go live in another city in America or something. Or get a job or something, but I don't have a green card anymore. And it costs like $1,000 to apply for a new green card. But I don't have a house they can mail it to. You need a mailing address also. So in case I'm killed, my mother's daughter should get arrested, Bolani and Flora, for stealing my green card, because I could have used my passport. So it's called it's called imprisonment when you take someone's immigration papers. So the immigrants will be caught. They did a case like that in New York State, where a family brought a person here from Africa, and they took the passport and everything from the person, and made the person work as a nanny for so many years. And after the person escaped, the police went and arrested his family because they still had the person's passport and visa. They said once you take somebody's passport and visa, it's called imprisonment. So you can be charged with forced imprisonment. So they need to charge my mother's daughter with forced imprisonment, even if they don't want to prove that they murdered my mother also. Because the U.S. military guy was married to one of my mother's daughters, Flora, and I believe between the U.S. military, this is where they hatched the plan. And they were just trying to break me down. Because my mother was a human activist, I'm a human activist, and they were just trying to cause me to be sad with so much sorrow. But the killing my friend Garner, killing my mother, and really I'm too weak as a transsexual and an immigrant to get justice that nobody in the world would care. So, and the laws in America wouldn't help me. As soon as I called him, they would hang up the phone on me. Even the Garner family lawyer, I was calling him to see if I can testify in court. He hung up the phone on me. And soon after that, they paid money to the Garner family for the Garner killing, and the case was closed. And they dropped the charges against the Garner killer. They said the court, they said the prosecutor brought weak case, didn't provide evidence, so the grand jury dismissed the case due to lack of evidence. It's the shoving out of everything. So they make you look at the Uganda killing was accidental. They didn't let me establish that there's a history to this, there's a pattern to this. So they're talking in codes. They said the new MC, the white guy is leaving. His name is Richard. And they're bringing a black guy. They're trying to harm me under this Governor Oko's policy. He said she brought a Nigerian nurse to be calling the police on people and putting them inside forcefully. And said any immigrant that fights with the police is going to be deported. Also, she's been saying if she doesn't like somebody, she's going to make them leave New York. She said she wants Trump to leave New York, even though Trump was born in New York. So as an immigrant also, she's creating policies hostile. Even Giovanni Williams is saying that a high-ranking state official and a high-ranking New York City official, they are inciting hate attack against a homeless immigrant. He says he's getting a report. You know, so my life is not safe. So this New York City needs to be approved by the UN, by every church organization. You know, 'cause this is not right. Black lives matter, white Africans lives matter, and the world is insist on justice. You know, no more killing, no more killing by the U.S. military of civilian lives. That's for the genocide. So white Africans matter, black Africans lives matter. So my friend Garner was killed. Many will know, and they need to find a connection between the terror by the NYPD and the U.S. military, and I started here in New York City and state. As I was suing the NYPD, me and my mother were being targeted. My friend Arugata was targeted and killed. And my mother's daughters killed her also. You know, my mother said they were into insurance fraud and they were, moving with a bad gang. And she didn't know what the name of the gang exactly, but she said, she could tell, you know, so my mother knows she raised her daughters and she knows things about them. That's especially the Bolani. She said that Bolani was into drugs, and the other one, Flora, would like to spend money. Would go to Mexico, travel to Mexico to spend money. That's another country, Mexico, and would come to America to go to Disney World to spend money. That Flora has children, so she was just spending money, and they were just trying to kill my mother to maintain their expensive lifestyle. The Bolani taking drugs and stuff.